Zach, just what's running through your mind right?
It's tough, to fight and get this far and not finish it off. Really proud of the way that our team played. They gave us tremendous effort, put us in position to win. We just needed one more stop, one more score there at the end to be champions. And hats off to the Rams, they got it done.
What changed? Sorry.
Go ahead.
What changed at halftime? They started creating pressure. What changed on the line?
Well, it's a good front. It's arguably the best front in all of football. We're not the first team that they pressured. I know people will probably make it that way, but they got tremendous players that stepped up and made some big plays and made it difficult on us.
Zach, do you think you could have done more play calling wise with screens and other things to sort of negate that pass rush?
There's probably going to be things we look back on and we'll have to analyze exactly what we could have done differently.
Why'd you go away from the run, Coach, in the second half?
We just did the things that we thought we needed to do to win the game.
So what did you think of the call down by the goal line on Wilson?
It's tough. I thought it was a really well officiated game, to be quite honest with you. And sometimes it comes down to moments like those. I don't have a great look at it, but I thought the officials did a nice job.
How much were you guys restricted from a play calling standpoint once they started to get a lot of pressure and Burrow got hurt?
Well, that's the problem, is they get every tape we've watched. They hit every single quarterback almost on every single snap. And so it's a challenge. I thought our guys did a tremendous job early in the game managing that. As the game gets on, they did a good job creating that pressure. And so when we had some negative plays in 1st and 10, running the ball on 2nd and 13 is going to be pretty tough. It was just being more efficient in the second half and 1st and 10 would have helped us.
How about Joe's performance? He gets sacked several times, gets his knee dinged, but keeps getting up.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's one of the toughest guys I've ever met. So much respect for Joe. He's gotten us this moment, and it's just unfortunate that we couldn't finish it off as a team.
The 3rd and 1 run on your last drive, was that the kind of play where you're just seeing how they play you at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, they were getting a little softer, and we thought we could steal a first down there and then come back and take some shots at the end zone. Just didn't work out.
What were you hoping to see on that final play?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
It's the mask. What were you hoping to see on the final play there? Obviously, Joe was under pressure, just had to throw it away. But what was that?
Yeah, we'll have to see the clip to know exactly how it all played out.
How hurt was Burrow there in that game?
It's hard to know. He's able to play, and I'm just calling the plays at that point. We'll find out more.
Did you ever think that he was going to be out of that game?
No. He always responds well and jumps back in and can fight through a lot of pain.
Coach, you guys attack Jalen Ramsey a lot in key situations. Why did you feel confident you could win those?
Our guys aren't afraid of anybody. We've got tremendous players on our team, and they got tired of the narrative of all the things that other teams are going to do to them. And here we are in the Super Bowl, and our guys stepped up and made plays.
The deep shot to T on the first play of the second half, was that a look, or was that something you wanted to do regardless coming out?
It was part of a concept, and really Joe pushed up in the pocket and felt the match coverage there and just put it up and let T go make a play. It wasn't like it was a clean win. Joe just gave a guy that he's got a lot of faith in an opportunity, and T rewarded him with a big play for a touchdown. It's hard to say. He finished the game. He's a tough guy, so I'm sure we'll figure that out later.
Between going for it on 4th down, the running back pass, the deep shots, was there a point to be aggressive in this game?
Yeah, that's what's gotten us this far. It's not being conservative, and we wanted to give our guys some opportunities to make some explosive plays against a team that really prides themselves on not giving up explosive plays. So we wanted to be in attack mode and put as much pressure on them as possible. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Burrow's going to end the year with a ton of sacks on his ledger. Do you feel like that? I mean, how comfortable are you with the amount of hits that he's been taking throughout the season, and how do you feel like the protection was throughout the course of the year?
I thought in the first half of this game, protection was tremendous, and in the second half, we called some passes and it got difficult. We'll have to see how they all played out. It's everyone's just going to say it's the offensive line. We got to see exactly how that played out. Don't ever want our quarterback to get hit, but that's life in the NFL sometimes.
Zach, I know it didn't end up in a win for you, but what did you think about Jesse Bates's and Cheeto's ability to create turnovers, and that being something you guys were able to do all postseason?
Yeah, that was huge. Winning the turnover battle like we did should allow us to win that game. So it was just unfortunate it didn't play out. But I thought our defense played like they have all season, man. They did everything they could to get it done, gave us some good field position. We just couldn't put together enough drives to score points. But really proud of the way that those guys played.
How much did the Vernon Hargraves penalty affect how you were going to attack there?
it's hard, when you're going to be a little bit better field position than that. That's a silly thing. We pride ourselves on being a disciplined team, and that was a very, very undisciplined moment, and that's frustrating.
Zach, how would you just describe your overall emotions right now, just coming off the field? I know it's fresh, but just kind of what's the overall takeaway right now?
Yeah, it's hard to lose a play really on the last play of the game. When we were moving the ball in a position to feel like win the game, not tie it. We were going to try to go win it. Been working for the last 6 months, played 21 games, and then you lose the Super Bowl. It's not a lot of fun.
What kind of impact?
Message for the team after the game?
Proud of them. It's a special group. It stings right now, but you got to find a way to just really cherish what this group had together. It's a special group. It's rare that you get to coach a team like this, and this team means a lot. I'm proud of the way that they fought. I thought they did a lot for our team, for our organization, and for our city, and they need to be really proud of that.
You've got a lot of young guys in the core. Burrow only in his second year. What are you hoping a loss like this or a season like this has on the impact of y'all's franchise moving forward?
Well, we played in some really difficult moments. These playoff games weren't easy, and even beyond that, we had some tough games, and our guys proved that they can do a lot of great in those situations and put us in these moments. And so you just got to continue to build off of that. They'll have these memories to pull back from in the future. But every year is a new year, so we can't just assume that we're going to be right back here without putting in all the work that we put in last year.
Zach, is part of the pain of a moment like this is this particular group may or may not be back together next year as currently constituted?
Well, that's always the tricky part with any team. You don't know what the makeup's going to be next year. I loved every single guy in that locker room. They were all Bengals, and they all meant a lot to us, and they did things the right way. And, so we just got to find a way to really appreciate the season we just had with the group we had.
Did the Rams defense dictate to you any possible screens or anything of that nature?
It's tough. It's tough. I know everybody thinks that'll be the answer, but teams have tried that to no avail. They get batted balls, and they've created turnovers that way. And that's why we spent 2 weeks putting together a plan that we believed in. It gave us a chance there at the end. Just didn't quite get it done. I'm sure I'll reflect back, and there's some things I wish I would have done differently. Absolutely. I thought our players did a great job making plays, and as a coach, you got to do a better job putting them in better situations.
How do you feel about the team's future going forward?
What was that?
How do you feel about the team's future?
Going forward?
I feel really great about the future, but like I mentioned, we can't just assume because we had a great 2021 that it's going to be easy next year. Every year is its own entity, and right now we just got to do a great job appreciating what we had together for this 21-22 season, and then get back and get ready to fight for next year.
How do you think a loss like this will impact Burrow as he kind of learns how to be a leader and as he continues in this league?
Yeah, I can't answer that. That's a better question for him, but he's a resilient guy, and I'm sure he'll be fueled by this.
You draw any parallels with you guys 4 times this year, you erased double-digit leads, and the ability for this team to constantly bounce back, even though it's going to be a different team next year, kind of the bouncing back from this year to next year as opposed to bouncing back from last year.
We're not afraid of adversity. We don't want to be in that hole, but sometimes we found ourselves that way, and this team just believes that we can pull ourselves out of anything and find a way to go win. I just want to give credit to the Rams. They won this game. They're a tremendous organization. Those people are special people over there, I know, more than anything. I wish we would have won and we'd be the ones celebrating, but they've done things the right way too, and they get to be Super Bowl champs. So first-class organization. That's not really for me to answer. That's for other people. We're proud of what we've done. We've done it the right way. We are a first-class organization from top to bottom. I think that we've given the fans something really to be proud of and cheer about, and that's a plus for us. Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Nope.
I don't know if I need it.